Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Rice's return team didn't help matters out much there. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence.
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Roadrunners want to move quickly. To throw, it's McCown. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And the Roadrunners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense lining up for a first down play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the ground, it's Connors. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. On the option, he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Anderson. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Back to throw, it's McCown. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a connection. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Connors. Stopped after making the catch. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
3, Rice, 0.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Owls. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 2nd and 10 here. Handoff to the lone back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is a 3rd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On third down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Using the quick game. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Rice rushes to the line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far in third down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking for space, it's Connors. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. It's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
At the 8-yard line, first and goal, Rice.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
UTSA, 3.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rice. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Quickly complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a...
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rice. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
UTSA 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Carpenter. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. They get him down after he makes the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
2nd down coming up.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. 2nd down after that incompletion. To the air, it's McCown. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll just keep slinging it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carpenter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Henry.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another